Inflamed with love for Christ the Lord, it was not difficult for this saintly George, for the sake of this love, to leave all, rank, wealth, imperial honor, his friends, and the entire world. The life of the holy great martyr George. Saint George was born in Cappadocia, modern-day Turkey. His parents were wealthy but very devout Christians, and his father suffered and died for Christ when George was a young boy. Later, his mother moved with George to Palestine, where George spent his early life. As a young man, George decided to enter the military. He was courageous and skillful and quickly passed through different military ranks, earning the position of a tribune, a high-level officer. At that time, Diocletian was the Roman emperor who persecuted and despised Christians. Moved by his strong Christian faith and upbringing, George came to Diocletian and freely confessed his faith in Jesus Christ as the Lord and Savior. Being a pagan, Diocletian was furious and ordered George into prison. There George suffered many trials and afflictions. First, they tied him up in chains and put a heavy stone on his chest. George was courageous and endured the torture. After that, Diocletian ordered his soldiers to tie George to a wheel. The soldiers put a board with large nails underneath the wheel. Every time the wheel would rotate, the pins on the wheel pierced George's body. George was brave and faithful and didn't give up on his beliefs. The next day, the soldiers dug a hole in the ground and buried George inside, leaving only his head above the ground. He stayed there for 3 days and 3 nights. George believed that God was near him and that even this affliction would not hurt him. The subsequent torture included a poisonous drink, but with God's help, George also survived that temptation. Through all these sufferings, George continuously prayed to God, and God healed him instantly and saved him from death to the great astonishment of the people. When he resurrected a dead man through his prayers, many accepted the Christian faith. Among these were Alexandra, the wife of the Emperor Diocletian, the chief pagan priest, and many others. Finally, the emperor commanded that George and the emperor's wife, Alexandra, be beheaded. Blessed Alexandra died on the scaffold before being beheaded, and Saint George was beheaded in 303 AD. The miracles over Saint George's grave are countless, and he is quick to answer the prayers of needy people. Inflamed with love for Christ the Lord, it was not difficult for this saintly George, for the sake of this love, to leave all, rank, wealth, imperial